Thank you very much for that rather embarrassing introduction, because I thought, who's this now? But anyway, it's very humbling to stand here before all of you. Salam alaikum. And thank you for inviting us. I was asked to say a few words about giving to the community. And you know, people tend to always think that giving is about money, funding, because that's the first thing that pops into people's mind. I have written down a few things, which is quite odd for me. I like to talk extempo, but I thought if I did that, I'd be here all night, and you don't really want to be here all night. I'll just read it out to you very quickly. Giving is living. Opening our hearts and minds helps us to expand and reach our true potential. It helps us as humans to connect with the divinity within. Let me just explain very simply. You and I are fortunate enough to be here this evening because these kind people have invited us to come along and see how much progress has been made at our Salam Centre. Yes, I said the word our Salam Centre on purpose, because that's exactly what the trustees have been at pains to emphasize, that once it's up and running, this will be a real asset for the whole community of Harrow. It's not just about the Muslim community or the Shias, it's for all of us. So therefore, we have a stake, everybody's got a stake in it. The Bible teaches us it's more blessed to give than to receive. This is what most of our religions do teach anyway. They encourage giving, because giving is about sharing, having compassion, taking care of others, and not being selfish. You have to think about somebody else. Giving helps us to connect and bond with people and makes us feel that we belong. Our own self-worth and self-esteem get a boost as we step up to give. It's all about sharing goals and aspirations and achieving whatever we do together. It's actually very simple. Every single one of us in this room is filled to the brim with the ability to give to our community. It's not just about money. Of course, that helps enormously when it's around. What is it that we can really give? Well, the sky's the limit. It's entirely up to you. The good Lord has showered so much on all of us. Just look around. Sun, the rain, the wind, the fresh air, all of this, all for free. No taxes required, no charge made. You know, it's all there. So therefore, I think if we're getting it like that, oh, never mind who the Chancellor is, there are no taxes all the same. It's about unlocking your spirit and spontaneously contributing whatever you can. I think I've said this before. Gandhiji always said, you can always be a smile millionaire if nothing else. It costs you nothing, but to the receiver, it might just light up their world. You never know how somebody's feeling, and it might want them to go on. Somebody might be depressed. We hear so much about people with, you know, mental conditions. You just don't know what's out there. Reach out to all the people around you. That's what giving is about. The quality and quantity of giving depends on your intention. The more altruistic and pure your intention, the better the results will be. Some of you are already quite big givers, sharing your time, your talent, giving up your precious energy, guiding people in the community, and giving respect, giving love, helping empower local citizens, perhaps helping them to learn English. I think that's a very big thing in this borough. We've got so many communities now who probably can't even speak English. And if we could help them, they would be able to access so many of the services and things which are already in place. It would be a very big help. This is the kind of giving which is sustainable, and sustainable indefinitely. It's not dependent on government policies, nor the economy, and very happily not even on Brexit. So, you are the master of how much or how little you may wish to give, which will help build a strong, healthy, harmonious community where everyone has the chance to thrive. What goes round comes round. Just give for the sake of giving. Just do it anyway. Don't be stingy or hanker after the results. Just do it. Giving is not a commercial deal. This is not something, you know, I'll do a deal with you and this is what's in it for me, what's in it for me. This what's in it for me has to go. What's in it for all of us? That's what counts. Treating people as equals and making them feel valued is an invaluable gift. If you make everybody feel welcome and forget petty discrimination, it's quite a lot to ask because people are often stuck in their own way of thinking, but it's not beyond us if you want to do that. Appeal to your higher self. Your soul will be nourished, your community will blossom. New ideas and innovations will take birth when you give off your best to help promote your community. You and I are enjoying the fruits of labour put in by so many who've gone before us. Somebody who planted trees, constructed beautiful parks, and built roads and schools for us. We're all beneficiaries here, really, if you think about it. I believe that we should invest in our community, be inclusive, help enrich the life of all members of our community. Best thing of all, you'll find not only will you have a great time giving, but life will unexpectedly give you far more back in return. Whether you want it or not, it just happens. It's the law of nature. Right now, I humbly urge you to please give your full support to help in whatever way possible to help our local police. I don't have to tell you what the cuts are going to be like and how many people are going to be worried about, all sorts of things. They're facing huge challenges, but I know there are ways that we can help them bolster up the system with whatever we've already got in hand. We have special constables, and there's one of them here. There's this gentleman here from Brent, and that's voluntary work. We really need to encourage our young people from all the various different ethnic communities to get involved. It's good for to put on their CV and very good for character building as well. Plus, they'll feel they're part and parcel of the community in which they live. So, your capacity to give must outstrip your appetite for rewards. People often say, am I going to get an award? Am I going to get a commendation? Am I going to get the Queen's, she's going to recognise me in her birthday honours list? No, it's not about that. Just soldier on bravely, carrying on regardless of any obstacles you may meet. In fact, treat them as stepping stones to success. I believe service to man is the worship of God. So, may I please humbly ask you to get your skates on and get weaving.